Hey there, welcome. I'm Danica. This is a yoga practice for those of us who feel like we are coming back to life again after being knocked down from an illness or, just life in general, but you don't feel quite ready yet for a full-blown vinyasa practice. So this will be gently challenging, enough to make you feel like you're strong and you're back in the game, but not enough to take you down all over again. Know what I mean? You don't need any props today. When you're ready, let's get started. Let's go ahead and meet in tabletop. Hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread the fingers wide. And let's right away engage our core muscles. So keep your hands and your knees where they are, but draw them in towards each other, an isometric contraction in towards each other. Keep that as you draw your heart down and forward. Lift your gaze into your cow pose. And then as you exhale, round the spine, but the wrists and the knees move apart from each other. A few more times. Inhale, wrists and knees draw in, come into your cow pose. And exhale, push them away from each other around the spine. One more. Inhale back into your neutral tabletop. Keep the hips stacked on top of the knees. Walk the hands forward and melt down into a puppy pose, bringing the forehead to the mat. Spreading the fingers wide, outer rotate your upper arm bones, and then draw your lower belly in and up to help protect your lower back. Let's take 2 slow deep breaths here. Keep your hands where they are. As you inhale, lift your body up. And as you exhale, let your hips come to the mat, and then your belly, and then your chest. Uncurl your toes, hug your elbows in, lift up on the inhale, cobra. Exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine. Press back into your puppy pose. Outer rotate your upper arm bones, draw the lower belly in and up. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Few more times like that. Inhale, lift up, keeping the hands where they are. Exhale, roll the hips down, then your belly, then your chest. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, draw the navel in, press back, puppy pose. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your hips, your belly and your chest. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, press back, puppy pose. One more round. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your hips, your belly, your chest. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift up, cobra. And exhale, press it back into your puppy pose. Take one more breath here. On your next inhale, walk your hands back in towards your body, coming into your tabletop. Shift your weight over into your left knee, and we're going to bring the right hip to stack on top of the left. And very slowly with control, we're going to bring that right knee out to the right and then down and around and back up to stack. Keep moving a few more rounds. Just try to stay really connected here to your core. Last one. And we'll pause with your right hip stacked on top of the left. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And then we'll come back into your tabletop. Come onto your fingertips. Give yourself some room so we can bring that right foot forward and then heel toe it, lift it up and move it, bring it to the front of the mat. Slide your back knee back just a little bit. Spread your toes really wide on your front foot. See if you can ground down in your heel as much as you do the front of your foot towards your toes. And then we'll come up, placing your hands on your thigh, and first getting some stability. So we're not sinking down into this lunge, just a very active lunge. Draw your right hip back and down, and your left hip comes forward and up, kind of like a scissor motion with your legs. Interlace your fingers with the pointer fingers pointing up. And then we'll lift our arms up over your head, your upper arm bones in line with your ear. As you inhale, lengthen up out of your lower back and reach back. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, float the hands back down to the mat. Left hand comes to the very edge of the left side of the mat. Root down this right hip. Reach your right arm up. Twist. Deep breath in. And out. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, unwind. Bring both hands to the inside of that right foot, and you can walk your right foot over a little bit towards the edge. This time allowing yourself to sink down into your lizard lunge. Try to soften your jaw so you can stay flat on your foot, or you can roll to the outer edge of that right foot, letting your right knee fall out to the side. Or you can move through both. Just move in a way that feels good for you right now. Staying connected to the breath. Take one more deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Curl the toes under. We're going to lift up off of that back knee. And then very slowly just slide your right foot back to meet the left, coming into a plank pose. Press the ground away. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower your knees. Coming back into your tabletop. Walk your hands forward, melt your heart down, puppy pose. 2 breaths. Your next inhale, walk your hands back in towards your body, coming back into that tabletop. Shift your weight over into your right knee and stack your left hip on top of the right hip. Take a deep breath in and out. And then we'll bring that knee over to the left, down and around, and back up to stack. Few more times. Try to keep breathing, slow, full, steady breaths. Pausing next time you come into that stacked position. Take a deep breath here. And then we'll lower that knee back down into a tabletop. Come onto your fingertips. And bring that left foot forward. Heel toe it as far as you need, or pick it up and lift it to put it where you want to be at the front of the mat. Swing that back knee back behind you a little bit. Spread the toes. Root down through the whole foot. And then lift up, hands onto your thigh. Scissor the leg so the left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. Really strong stance, interlace your fingers. Pointer fingers pointing up, reach your arms up over your head. Inhale to lift up out of the lower back as you lean back. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, float the hands down. Right hand to the edge of the mat. Left arm lifts. Anchor down that left hip. Deep breath in. Exhale, unwind. Both hands to the inside of the foot. You can walk that foot over to the edge if you need to. This time, allow yourself to sink down into your lizard lunge. You can stay flat on your foot or roll to the outer edge. Relax your shoulders, soften your jaw, soften your face, and breathe. Last 2 breaths. Lifting up off of that back knee, and we'll slide that foot back, coming into your plank again. Push the ground away, deep breath in. Strong breath out. One more deep breath in. Strong breath out. Lower down onto hands and knees, and start to walk your hands back towards your body. Curl those toes under. Hug your knees in towards each other, and start to lift them up off of the floor. You have a few options here. First, what we're all going to do is just allow your heels to sink down towards the mat. Just lengthening out the backs of the legs. And then hug your knees in towards each other. Really hug them in tight, because that's activating your core, your deep core stabilizing muscles. So here's the few options you have. The first one is to keep your fingertips lightly down on the floor and work on your balance from here. A great way to work on your balance, besides hugging everything into the midline, is to find a place in front of you that isn't moving that you can focus on. So you can stay here, or you can bring your hands to touch in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. And if you fall, come right back. Interlace the fingers. Pointer fingers pointing up. You can stay here, or again, you can lift those arms up. Upper arm bones in line with your ears, deep breath in. And as you exhale, with control, lower back down and release. Cross the ankles, come into a seat. Extend your left leg long out to the side, right foot to the left inner thigh. facing, it's a weird sound. It sounded like a wolf. Facing down straight. Keep facing down the midline. And we're gonna slide our left hand down towards our ankle. Doesn't matter where it hits. And inhale to lift back up. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, lift up. This time we'll slide down and we'll hold. Try to keep that spine really long so it doesn't matter how far down your left hand goes. Rotate your heart open. You can stay here or you can lift that right arm up over your head, reaching for your left toes. If this feels too intense, don't do it. One more breath. Inhale to lift up, and then we'll rotate to face the extended leg. Place your right hand on your shin. Lengthen out from your lower back and very gently twist to the left and see if you can keep rotating your head to look back over your left shoulder. Breathe. One more breath. And the exhale will slowly unwind you. Deep breath in and out. Switching sides, right foot out, left foot to the right inner thigh. Facing down the midline. Slide that right hand down towards your ankle and back up. And back down and back up. And this time we'll hold in our side bend. Rotate your heart open. See if you want to lift your left arm up on this side. Take one more deep breath here. And then we'll inhale to lift. Rotate to face the extended leg, left hand to your right shin. Right hand out like a kickstand. Lengthen out from your lower back and twist. Keep twisting your head to look back over your right shoulder. And breathe. See if you can direct your breath in between the shoulder blades. And we'll take one more deep breath. And exhale to unwind. Deep breath in. And exhale. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. You can have your feet in as close as you want or as far away as you want, just whatever feels good for you today. Lengthen out from the lower back and then reach your heart forward and begin to fold. Try not to let your spine round, and that might mean you don't come as far, and that's okay. You can start to take some half circles with your upper body. Coming back to stillness, you can start to bounce those knees up and down. Deep breath in and out. And then we'll cross the ankles, come into a comfortable seat. Reach your right arm up, and then we'll bend the elbow so that your forearm is dangling behind your head. Bring your left hand to your elbow. Try to lift your heart and press your head back into your arm. And breathe. One more breath. And exhale, release. Left arm lifts, and then let that forearm dangle behind your head. Right hand to your left elbow. Press your head back into your arm. Lift your heart. Keep breathing. When you're ready, release. Bring your hands down onto your knees. Close your eyes for a moment. Root down through your sitting bones. Let your tailbone grow long down towards the mat. Reach tall through the crown of your head. Lift your shoulders towards your ears and then slide them down the back as you lift your heart. Soften your face. Notice how you feel. Notice the speed and the content of your thoughts. On your next inhale, reach your arms out wide, lift them up over your head, palms connect. And as you exhale, draw your hands down in front of the heart, setting an intention for yourself, phrasing it in the terms I am as if it were already the truth. And when you're ready, blink open your eyes. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope we get to practice again together soon. Namaste.